So today we're doing Matthew chapter 9, a paralyzed man healed. Getting into a boat, Jesus crossed over the Sea of Galilee and came to his own city. And they brought him a paralyzed man lying on a stretcher. And seeing their faith, Jesus said to the man who was paralyzed, "Take courage, son, your sins are forgiven." And some of the scribes said to themselves, "This man is blaspheming." And Jesus, perceiving their thoughts, said, "Why are you thinking evil in your hearts? For which is easier to say, 'Your sins are forgiven,' or to say, 'Get up and walk'? But so that you may know that the Son of Man has authority on earth to forgive sins." Then he said to the paralyzed man, "Get up, pick up your stretcher, and go home." And he got up and went home. But when the crowds saw this, they were awestruck, and they glorified God, who had given such authority to men. So in this section, Jesus returns home. A paralyzed man was brought through the roof on a stretcher, and due to the faith of the friends, Jesus healed the paralyzed man by forgiving him of his sins. When Jesus did this, the scribes said to themselves, "This man is blaspheming." They said this because only God has the authority to forgive sins. Jesus, perceiving their thoughts, said to them, "Why are you thinking evil in your hearts? For which is easier to say, 'Your sins are forgiven,' or 'Get up and walk'?" Obviously, saying "Get up and walk" is easier. This leads to verse 6. But so that you may know that the Son of Man has authority on earth to forgive sins. Then he said to the paralyzed man, "Get up, pick up your stretcher, and go home." He got up and went home, and when the crowd saw this, they were afraid, and they glorified God who had given authority to men. Something to note from this chapter is that your circle matters. Being around people who raise you up to Jesus is very important. Jesus also has the power to heal, but also has been given the authority to forgive sins, which is not given to anyone else. That'll be it for this chapter. We'll see you tomorrow.